Hello, this is Janet16, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to run some trains live. We are at the layout now, Stoke Summit. And at the main photo point of the layout, the signal box and everything, and the junctions. And here's my collection, as I pan the iPad around. And then we got the new layout at the top here, which got to be Cornell Street. And yeah. So we're going to run some trains live. Let's get going. So I will get a light sorted in here. The light bulb blew out literally 2 days ago. But it's not too bad, the camera. So what I'm going to do is get an iPad tripod. So I can set this up and just basically run trains live. And what I'll do is have some suggestions on what trains to run. So we currently have a class 3000 here. And I think this track's set up at the moment, and this is a Raven Q6. So let's start. Let me just move that, and let's get the Raven moving. Make sure the tracks are changed. There we go. So there's the Raven on a nice long coal train that goes all the way around to under here. We're getting at a nice slow speed. I like to see my coal trains go really slow, realistic. And let's get the class 3000 going. So this one's on a heavy mixed freight. As I'll get them going, we'll have a look. We got vans, containers, some ballast, tankers, there's more tankers, coal wagons. These all got to be filled up. This entire train will be heavy because there's got to be loads on every wagon. It's a little bit shorter at the moment because I took some wagons out because I've been working on them. But yeah, it's quite a long train. But what I do want to do is get a passenger train running in a minute. And I'm not too sure which passenger trains are set up. I do believe we have an A4 set up with a nice passenger train. So let's just set the camera up. Yeah, I need a tripod really to set these iPads up. Let me move that thing before I drop it and break it. There we go. It's a good place to put the iPad. And so the Raven's coming back around. I should have tidied up this. First time I've been in this train run now for over 2 weeks because I've been working on other stuff. There's the class 3000 GWR engine, of course. And then here's the Raven Q6. I'm using a Gauge Master controller. There's the Raven with the lovely Wraith coal wagons. I finished these coal wagons not so long ago. There's still more to be added to this coal train. Probably another, I'm looking at another 5 more coal wagons, which I do have, and I believe the train has just crashed. What one's run into the wagon somewhere? The class 3000 is just, as I was talking about that, I didn't realise the train had split up. So I'm bringing them back now. So somewhere under Cornell Street there's a bunch of wagons. However, I should be able to just back up and pick them up. Right, what I'm going to do is send the class 3000 back. And I'm going to stop the coal train, the Raven, in a second. We'll send the class 3000 back. And we'll probably get one of the A4s running because the A4s are my favourite locos. And then I'm just going to move this camera closer. There we go. It's nice to have a nice slow coal train. And I'm going to swap the Raven over actually to a class 42 XZ. My latest engine and my last loco I bought. Make sure it's not dusty. I do clean my engines every time. I run them. Just pull the Raven up. Slow the class 3000 down. There we go, there's the Raven. Just make sure. Yeah, he's picked the train up now, so I don't know why they uncoupled themselves. Where's my brush? I got a little clean and makeup brush that I can't find. So we'll just have to make do. So I'm going to put the class 42 on. Let's just uncouple here. I'll get a light sorted in here and do a better video, but I just wanted to try it out, see how it would look. I still got to add the detail to this engine. So I bought this about a month ago now, and it's 1 second. It's a great loco. I bought it off eBay. Sorry, just have a drink. I do have 2 of these actually. Where's my second one? The idea was always to have 3. Trains are dusty. God, I haven't been in here 2 weeks and they are so dusty. So here's my second one. You would have saw this in the review and unboxing of the Class 42. So I do have 2 of them. We have 42 sit-sits and 42 87. And yes, people probably want to see double headings with them. However, I would not do that. Not today, maybe another day. I know I was going to do a double heading with the 42 and the 72 XS, because I got 72 as well. Now these logos, they weren't really seen on Stoke Summit, and Stoke Summit is built to accuracy, will be built to accuracy, and run trains that are accurate to the scene. However, that does not mean I don't have to bend the rules slightly and have other trains running. Just make sure this freight train's no longer... God, that freight train doesn't have a look small. I'm going to have to add more wagons to that. One of the wagons I did add to it is one of the new hoppers from Hornby. Let's get the 42 XS in position. I will get him running in a second. What I'm going to do is stop the 3000 in the loop, and we will bring a A4 onto the track. I think Golden Plover is linked up to the passenger train at the moment, which should be 60031. My favourite A4, because it ends with 31 and that's my favourite number. So I'm just parking the 3000 up. But yeah, we got some nice trains running. I will be doing live videos when we're working on the railway on Cornell Street, and I might even do it at Stoke Summit, yeah. But like I said, I need to get a tripod sorted. Right, let's see if I can change this track, because at the moment it's a little hard. Now that's only because there's a lot of trains about, and they're all over the place at the moment because I'm sorting some stuff out with the layout. By the way, that's what happened to the light bulb. Literally exploded. I wasn't in here at the time, thank God. However, my trains, well, none of the trains were damaged, so it was a bonus. So let's have an A4 running. I don't know if you can hear him, he's coming. I always run them slow around at first, just to make sure there's nothing on track. And here he comes now, so the A4's coming. It is, yes it is Golden Plover running today. Let me move the 42. There we go. He's pulling just a random train. Nothing special, nothing like the Northumbrian or Elizabethan. And yeah, he seems to be running alright, so let's get the 42 XX running in the right direction. No slow speed, because that's what coal trains run at. I'm just going to see if I can... It's hard to get the camera right because it's on an iPad. So what I'm going to do is get a tripod. I got a tripod anyway, but I'm going to make it so I can add the iPad to it, if that makes sense. There's a lovely core train going by. I do like the 42S, that's really nice trains, really nice. I need to get more vans actually, more goods vans. And I need to sort out the engines, they are absolutely everywhere. Let me have a show you around. So, we got the E-Tank here, E4, J15, Merchants, Jubilee in the back there, J70, A4s, A3s, A3 Flying Scotsman's there. There's two Flying Scotsman's actually. There's a weathered one, A1 slash A3. There's a K3 at the back there. And as we go down, there's a few diesels. There's one diesel there, the other two are behind me. There's also a diesel in there. And if we pan around, we got some up here as well. We've started putting some up here. Oh, 1 second, we got a derailment. I don't know if you can see that. The Deneby wagon is derailed. Now, this done this the other week, and I don't know why. Because they run around for about an hour, no problem whatsoever. And then they're just derailed. I'm not too sure why. The park end wagon's off as well. And now the Eagle Bush one is. That should be fine. There we go. So yeah, that Deneby wagon has its moment. So let's have a quick look at Cornell Street whilst we're here. Whilst we've got trains running. So we got my 143, 158 and a 150. And then the 70. The 67's been packed away at the moment just to make some room, but no progress on that really. You see the track work. I'm going to start work on the roads very soon. Tornado would not have been around in the 50s for Stoke Summit, but I'm thinking of having that chipped for this top layout. And we got more rolling stock packed up in here. An 08 shunter, Piccadilly. That's Evening Star, Patriot, County, Q1, 37 in green. A few other engines there, as you can see. Oh, that is the beginning of the Queen of Scots. The Queen of Scots is getting built. I've got all the name boards and everything, so that's one of my next tasks. We have my 10,000 and my Boco. DMUs in there. There's two in there, should be. Can't really see them, but I can get to them. And that track all links up to this. The bottom level. That's all the coach sets underneath there. I have a yellow thumb from working on my lorry. So we have, you can just see the Northumbrian, that's just a random rake, that's a collet rake, behind the Northumbrian there's the Elizabethan, and just another random rake. Just make sure the train had derailed this time. Nope, train's running fine. We have this lovely G2A, and that. Let's put the camera back. Stay. So there we have it, that's pretty much everything that's going on. I have started weathering these fish fans, as you can see. Not finished, of course. There's a lot to be done with them. But they look a lot better than they did. So yeah, it's pretty much everything. We just have these trains running now. It'd be a lot better when I get the tripod sorted. The A4 is running quite nice. The A4's always run really well on this layout. The idea was when I built Stoke Summit, when I was building it, I had to make sure that the bigger engines like the A4s, the A3s, they all ran smooth because that was the main engines. And often I'm going to have A1s and A2s as well. I'll get that all sorted. And then we got our fast express freight, which I'll show you in a second. I don't know what train's pulling the one actually. On the coal line. So the A4s obviously they went through here quite fast, and I do allow them to go quite quick. I'm quite strict when it comes to speeds of the trains running. So I'm not too sure what's on the fully fitted, what loco's running on that. I'm guessing it's some. Oh, okay, it's 4MT. Might swap that over, because you've been on that for a while. There he is. So the fully fitted is currently 5 vans short. I haven't got those 5 vans yet. That's the main reason. I got vans spare, but I want to just swap some around, get some different ones in there. So I got vans left for other freights. But let's swap this one over because this 4MT has been on here for a long time. So yeah, let's swap him over. What shall I have pulling him? Let's get something a little bit different. I mean, today I'm not running the trains as they would have Stoke Summit, so I'm putting what I want running. But when I do this again, I will advertise it, obviously, so I get quite a lot of people watching. And you can choose what trains you want to see running. But today we are going to put, I don't know actually, let's put something different on it. No, let's get a Class 37. You can't go wrong with a Class 37, especially when it's green. So all my trains do me a good clean. Make sure he's on the track. So there's the 37. This is number D6801. So I got a variety of different vans in there, but the ones I got a lot of are these Hornby ones, standard Hornby ones here, and I got too many of them in there at the moment, so I'll leave what's left in there, but I just want to get some different ones. Thanks for liking the video. Let's speed up. So like these vans here, I got quite a couple of these. The fruit. I have about 4 or 5 of these now actually. I've been buying them over time. I need to get some of the NE on. And the idea is I'm going to be building a new freight up. Because I build the freights up and they all get stored in the second layer, the first layer of the board. So over here, this is where a lot of freight is kept. At the moment, the Brighton Barrow's in there and there's one other freight. And the idea is I'm going to build up a freight with several of these vans and a few other vans. And there's going to be a few tankers in there, just a mixture really, a complete mixed freight. Whoops, sorry, it's all gone black. There we go. So yeah, these vans are really good. Bachmann, one of the best detailed wagons I've ever had from Bachmann actually. In fact, I think the other 3 of these are still packed away, still boxed. I haven't opened them yet. What else we got? It's going 20 minutes, wow. Oh, this is what the Hornby fish vans look like, and then obviously I weathered them up to look like that. In fact, I put them on the track and running. So there we go. So weathered to clean. Now, all the research I've done, these vans were never that white. I haven't even seen factory photos that they were that white. So I have 8 more to weather. I have 10 in the rake, I do want to get a few more. I also want to get some more of these horse boxes. This one usually runs on the back of the collet rake when I have some Great Western engines running. I got to take the collet rake to the club because a lot of them are Great Western fans and I think they'd like to see it. But yeah, the layout's running really well considering I haven't ran it for a while. I think we'll change the A4 over. I'll put a different train on there, probably not an A4 actually. So the 37's running at a nice slow speed. Again, Stoke Summit was a lot faster than this, but just enjoy the trains really. I do run them sometimes at speed, not top speed, but thereabouts. So we'll stop the A4, we'll swap him over. Golden Plover is definitely my favourite A4, I just love it. And I was very fortunate to buy one, do a trade with one of my friends about over a year ago now, actually, it's quite a long time. Just move him. And I did a trade with Castle. And fair play to him, because it kind of made my day when I got the Golden Plover. It really is a lovely logo. Shall we see another A4 or shall we go for what's all the rain? You know, let's go for an A3. I don't run my A3s that much. Oh, I do need to give them a clean now, God. There we go. Stick A3 on. I do have the new Hornby A4, which is Mars Beaver. I wanted that one for a long time. I put a deposit on it, I just basically got to pay it off, but Durrell's model shop, they are really good, and they've allowed me to pay a deposit so I could just pay it off every time I go in, because I'm doing so many different projects at the moment. I'm buying model railways, I'm buying lorries to build RC lorries. I'm doing this new theme, Minix ships. I'm building a massive layout with Minix ships. So it's great that model shop at Derails can do that. And I always buy my train stuff from them. I mean, yes, I buy a lot from Antics as well, but it's mainly second-hand stuff from Antics, because they have some great second-hand stock come in. Right, here we go. So this is 60049. This is Corti Moore. It's funny, I had no A3s, and then just like that I had 4 or 5 of them. And I probably got more than that. I got down the bottom right of me now, where the controller is, there's boxes and boxes. There's only 2 boxes down there that haven't got trains in, all the rest is full. I just run it out of the room basically. That's it, my dog comes in, opens the door. So the van train's running really well. I'll pull the van train up in a second, because I'll show you one of the coupling mods I've done. And I did do a video on it. It's nice to fit the newer Mark 1s, Backman Mark 1s with the Hornby Grizzly coaches. They work really well together. So here's the fully fitted again. So I'm going to show you the coupling mods. So obviously there's no coupling mod on the Loco. I don't mess with the couplings on the Loco unless they are too big. But if you look on the vans, you won't see it, but the buffers are more or less touching. Now when they're pushed together, they do touch. Obviously in sidings and that, they will touch. And then that's 2 Hornby ones. So the trick is, this is a Backman van. Let me just move it forward a bit. So we've got a Backman van and a Hornby van. Again, the buffers, they don't really touch, they're close though. But what I do, let me just grab a Hornby one, I'll show you a Backman one. So they come with these clip couplings. I just cut them back and put them back in. And doing that, they can still go around second radius. It's a bit touchy at times, but they will definitely go around third. And that's it. And that's what I do, and that allows close coupling. Same for the back man. I just cut the NEM couplings back and slot them in. I got a video on that coming, so don't worry. But they run really fine when they're out. This train's not derailed for a long time, so that's good. So I think I'll leave it here, and what I'll do is get a date sorted for the next live running session. I'll advertise it about a bit, and then that way people can comment and what you want to see running in that, because I think I can get the comments up. Yeah, I think I can get the comments up while I was going, so while streaming. So I'll get that sorted and everyone can have a look and see what trains they want to run. I'll get a light sorted in here as well. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this small video. There's some trains running on Stoke Summit. And I'll be back soon with more. Bye for now.